I'm going to hopefully start seeing some people appear soon. I'm going to just start into this because I know people watching on catch up will hear this right from the beginning. I just want to thank Jane for joining us tonight. Jane Rowley is part of the, I still call it Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre, but I think it's just called Paranormal Research Centre. Amazing place. I highly recommend it. I was lucky enough to visit, and Jane was amazing at showing me around and everything. So that video will be going out on my paranormal channel at some point. And also as well, you're also involved heavily with Neil Packer with the excellent Parameets as well. So go to Neil's channel, which is the Parameet page. I'll put the links in the description afterwards so you can see when they are all happening. So I want to say hello to Pat, hello to Amanda. Thank you for joining in at the moment. So yes, is there anything you want to add? So if you want to say a little bit about your work to begin with, overseeing, inviting people in, then we'll get into why we decided to set up this live tonight with the interest in Osborne House. So if you want to say a little bit about your work with the Parameet, with the Haunted Research Centre. It's going to take me so long to get used to that, and the other work that you do will be amazing, please.
I still struggle with that. It is the Paranormal Research Centre, but we all still call it the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre because we're so used to it. So my name's Jane Rowley. I'm the resident medium at the Paranormal Research Centre. I work alongside Neil Packer and the other guys in the team, Ames and Ant. And I've been working there since it opened back in, it's coming up for 6 years now. It's it's been a bit of a roller coaster. So I've been working there. Before that, I trained as a medium in the Spiritualist Church. I did some platform work. I've done a lot of paranormal work, and I work alongside Neil with all his haunted objects and haunted items, and we do a lot of experiments. We do the demon connections, which is where we invite a demon in. We're looking at all 72 demons in the Lesky of Solomon. Neil's recently started his Roku channel, his Ghost Planet Network channel, so that's all up and running. So I help out there where need be, and also the Parameets. So we've done 2 annual Parameets so far. First one was at Bosworth Hall. This year we did it at Brownsover Hall in Rugby, and now we're planning 3 more next year, one in the south, one in the Midlands and one in the north. So it's been a bit of a busy time.
Absolutely, and the Parameets are wonderful because you make some good friends there. There's no ego, and just everybody's really happy to be there and really just loves the paranormal. So if you love the paranormal, believer or skeptic, you will be welcomed into these Parameets. I'd like to say hello to Sean. Hello, Sean. I hope you're doing good. Nice to see you, cuz. Michelle, Cowabunga, Anna, Indrid, thank you for joining in. And I will put more links if you're interested in the Parameets, etc. Into this video afterwards, so anybody can click on and be able to go there. Fiona, hello to you. Lovely to see you involved as well. And I've put the comments down the side here because not everybody on Facebook can contact those and reply to something that's on YouTube and vice versa. So it's a new feature that Restream have. So people liked it last week, so I thought I'd keep it up this week. Wonderful. So before we start the hypnosis, this is going to be slightly different to the traditional past life regressions. In fact, it's more of a experiment exploring, which is good because part of the Paranormal Research Centre. So it's really interesting to do this. I've done some of the things before, but in private. Would you like to sort of say about your connection to the Isle of Wight, what you do feel when you're in the Isle of Wight, and particularly Osborne House, Queen Victoria's holiday home?
Yes, I've been going to the Isle of Wight now for 25 years. We went there for our honeymoon many, let's say 25 years ago. And since then we've been taking the kids back camping and just going for weekends away and just doing it. And I absolutely love the island, and I'm so drawn to it. And every now and again I really feel like I have to return there. And this year, we were both, me and my husband were both quite tired really, so we didn't take the grandkids. And for quite a long time, I've been wanting to do a lot of grown-up stuff rather than stuff with the kids all the time. And I've been wanting to go to Osborne House for many, many, many years, and I've felt like really, really drawn to it. And so this year I actually managed to go, and everything just felt so familiar as I was walking around, and particularly the garden there. I could have stayed there, so much longer, and I felt like I'd been there before.
Fantastic. So we're going to see what that is. Just like to see now, if you could make comments now, buddy. Are we balanced the sound? Because you've got a feature on here so I can mix the sound a bit differently. It's nice to know that we're kind of around the same balance, so you're not putting your sound up and down. So I'm just going to say hello to a couple of other people. So Chris and Charles have arrived. So there's a bit of static sound coming off Jane's voice for a bit. Jane's voice is a bit quiet. Okay, so I'm just going to put up Jane's voice for a little bit. So I can do that here, so you don't have to worry. And hopefully, I didn't hear any static sound. How's that for everybody? Hiya, Paul and Jane. Sound is cool. Excellent. I can see the comments in this side, and thanks, Jude, and hello to you. So if you want us to, me to adjust the sound at any point during this live, just let me know, and then we can go for it from there. Good. So it is a lovely place. I've never actually been to Isle of Wight. I know my grandparents used to visit quite a lot. And you said that before we start the hypnosis as well, you said that because there were people around, you would have liked to have been in one of the gardens and sort of just meditated for a while and see what connections you would have got from there. Is that right?
Yeah, I would have liked to have spent a lot more time there, but I will go back. I will go back and try and do what I feel I need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So do let us know how that goes as well, and
I will.
yeah, maybe I could do a follow-up at some point as well once you have been back, and if there's anything else that you get from this. So people have seen my regressions beforehand, past life regressions. This will be a slightly different way of doing it. The static is louder than Jane's voice. Okay, I can't hear any static whatsoever on here. So let's sort of see, because you did say you had a bit of mic trouble to begin with, didn't you? Somebody said the sound was okay. So yeah, we'll just see. So give it a few more seconds because I can hear you completely fine. In fact, I'm just going to put the sound a bit more. Does anybody need to have Jane's voice a bit louder? Let me know. Hi Neil, hope you're doing good. So you have had past life regression before, am I right in thinking that?
The boss has just tuned in.
Yes.
Yes, I have done it once before.
Yeah, excellent. So how's the sound? Do let me know, because I just hear a little clicking noise, but it's not interfering with the sound. All that matters is that you can hear each other clearly. Well, it's also important as well that you can hear it, okay? Would like her voice a bit louder if possible, okay? So let's put it up again. Right, okay, now let's see if we're balanced properly now and see how it is. So good. So sorry about this, Jane, before I get this right, but you know, it's good to make sure that people can go back and listen to things you say, particularly sometimes in hypnosis people are quiet. So not so the boss says here, that's Neil, not normally a problem with Jane's volume. So good, laugh out loud. Not normally a problem with Jane's volume. But it was quite loud. I think it was when we did the live before the Power Meet this year. I think that the sound mix was slightly louder on your side, but it's to do with different computers, different microphones and things. So I think I'll give it a go now, unless people say, you know, I still can't hear. But I think we'll get into it, and maybe the recording back afterwards be a bit more clear, that I can maybe re-upload for people as well, because I'm also recording this on Restream. Good. Ruth, hello to you, Ruth. So with that, are you ready to start, Jane?
I am. I'm just getting my chair comfy.
Good. So, if you close your eyes for me, you can keep your glasses on or off. It's up to you, yeah.
I can't
So
see you now, so.
well, it's always good for hypnosis to have your eyes closed anyway.
Okay.
Good. So if you have your eyes now closed, I'd like you to imagine your eyes closing again. In your own time. That's right. You can start taking some nice, slow, deep breaths. Making each and every single in and out breath more relaxed than the one before. And as soon as your inner mind knows you can relax sufficiently to allow yourself to go deeper and explore this intention we have set tonight, you can find yourself, that's right, getting a little more comfortable now. And you can continue breathing slowly, easily, calmly, and effortlessly for 10 or more times. Then slowly, easily and effortlessly. That's right. You can return your breathing back to normal. And with the relaxation you feel, you can double the relaxation you feel right now. And double the relaxation again. That's right. Very good. And double the relaxation again. And now you've relaxed the body. It's now time to relax the mind. And as your mind relaxes, your body continues to relax. Very good. And as your body relaxes, your mind continues to drift and float. Deeper relax now. Deeper relax. That's right. Relaxing your mind. You feel so very sleepy, so very relaxed. Deeper and deeper and deeper sleep. So sleepy. So relaxed. Everything is slowing down now. That's right. Slowing down. And it's not just the words that I say that can help you relax deeply. It's the pauses between the words. That's right, that can help you relax even more now. Down, down, your mind relaxes. Down now. Down, that's right. And whilst you're here in this very relaxed state. I want you now to, in your visualization, either feeling or seeing, however the senses appear to you, be in that moment you were whilst on holiday in this lifetime, the year being 2023. Be in a place in the garden of Osborne House, or a place where you felt a deep, deep connection. Seeing what you see, feeling what you feel, hearing what you hear, and being aware of that connection that you felt. And whilst you're here visualizing this moment now, truly being there in your memory, just slowly, easily and effortlessly to remain in this deep, deep relaxed state. So let me know what you see, feel, hear and experience now in this place you're at now.
It's a lovely warm sunny day.
Very good. And tell me else what else you're aware of on this lovely, warm, sunny day.
We're in the garden. And we're looking at planting. There's lots of vegetables already there, but we're planting more.
Very good. And tell me about the vegetables that are being planted. Tell me about that now.
We're planting peas. And there's so much green in the garden. There's lots of other vegetables.
Very good. And you said we're planting. Let me know who else is with you planting the peas and attending the garden now.
There's another girl. She's a friend. She's a nice girl.
Good.
I like working with her.
Wonderful. Describe her to me, please.
She's got brown hair, curly. She's got a big smile, very pale skin. She's about the same age as me.
Very good. And how old are you?
18.
Thank you. And now, allow the name of what they call you to come to you now. What's your name? What do they call you?
Alice.
That's a nice name, Alice. Now, Alice, if you're happy to tell me, allow your family name to come to you now. Allow it to happen now. What's your family name?
I don't like my family name. My family name troubles me.
I won't ask if it troubles you. And your friend who you're working with, what's her name?
Sally.
Sally. That's also a nice name, Alice. Now, how long do you feel you've been doing this work in this garden now?
This is the first summer. But
And how does it...
We're not here all the time. Just when they need help.
And tell me, when do they call you in? Is there any specific times of the year?
At the busy times when the family's here.
That's good. And tell me about the family when they come. Who are they and what do they do?
It's the Queen. But we don't get to see them.
How do you feel about that, not getting to see them?
Just know my place.
No. Is this the area you always work on? Or is there other areas that you work when you're at this garden?
No, just in this area.
Okay. Now, staying with this lifetime, at the same age, I want you to go to another strong memory, either a little bit further forward in time or a little bit further back, Alice, staying with this same lifetime. So you can go to another strong memory of this lifetime. Allow yourself to go to that now. Let me know about that.
I was staying in the accommodation in the house, in the new place.
Tell me about this accommodation, Alice. What's it like?
It's where some of the servants stay.
That's good. Do you get to see any of the other servants?
We have to be good and mind our own business.
So you say we. How many others of you are there that helped you know?
I'm not sure.
Allow yourself to be fully aware of this accommodation so you can describe to me how it looks, please.
It's quite basic, but we have everything we need.
What sort of things do you have for your need, Alice?
I have a bed and some drawers. But I didn't like staying there.
Okay. Sorry to hear you didn't like staying there. What didn't you like?
I felt scared.
Are you happy to, or feel comfortable in telling me why you felt scared?
Well, there's a man, one of the other workers, is much older than me. And I don't like how he looks at me.
I won't get you to spend too much time talking about him. But does he have a name, or are you able to describe to me how he looks?
He always seems dirty. He has his gardening trousers on, and he has braces and a shirt, and he sometimes wears a cap.
Now, Alice, staying with this lifetime, have you been about the age of 18? Are you able to tell me what year it is now? Allow that to come to you. Now, what year is it?
'55.
Okay, thank you. Now, staying with this lifetime, let's go to a memory, one you're happy to go to, when you're at another place, rather than being here at the house at the moment, just to see what else you get up to, Alice. So allow that to happen, staying with this lifetime now. Let me know about that, Alice.
I like to go to the beach and see the sea.
That's good.
It makes me happy.
Now, when you're at the beach now, is there anything you like to do whilst you're there?
I like to look at the stones and the rocks.
That's good. So you like to look at the stones and the rocks.
And
That's
the
good.
cliffs.
Good. And you said the year to me, 55. Can you just let me know the first part of it, please? What the first part of the year is, the first 2 digits.
18.
Thought that was the case, but just wanted to check in with that. Thank you, Alice. Now, staying with this lifetime. I want you to go to the moment when you first got the call up, or the first time that you got interested or were asked to go along to the house, the gardens, and just let me know how you knew about that work or how somebody told you about it. Allow that to unfold now, and tell me about that, please, Alice.
It was friends, people talking that extra help was needed.
That's good. And tell me about these friends. You always said about one of them. Tell me about other friends that you have. That'd be nice to know, please.
Oh, don't really have friends.
I'm sorry to hear that. If it's something you feel comfortable with staying with this lifetime, allow yourself now to go back to when you were 10 years old, staying with this same lifetime. Allow that to come to you this lifetime, Alice. 10 years old. You're 10 years old now. Let me know about that, please.
I help my mum, and we do a bit of shopping, and I can play.
I'm glad you get time to play. Tell me about your mum, Alice. Describe her to me, please.
She works hard, looking after the family. She likes to make bread. She likes to cook bread.
That's good. I like the smell of bread when it's cooking.
She does a lot of baking, and she sells her food.
Who buys her food, Alice?
Other people who live nearby.
That's good. And now just let me know what your mum's name is, Alice. Allow that to come to you now. What's your mum's name?
Janet.
Janet. And you said you liked to play earlier. What do you like to do when you like to play?
I like to go to the beach.
That's good. I'm glad you like the beach, Alice. Now you said your mum looks after the family. Now on the next count of 3, allow the family that you have in this lifetime, Alice, to become clearer, so you can tell me who is in this family. 1, 2, 3. Tell me about your family, please, Alice.
I have an older brother. I don't see him very much.
And what's your older brother's name?
Peter.
That's a nice name. You said you don't see him very much. Do you know what he does?
No. He visits. He visits regularly. I don't know what he does.
That's okay. And now allow one of those times when he does visit, so you can describe to me how he looks. One of those times when he visits, now. Allow that to unfold now. Let me know how he looks and what he's doing.
He's sitting at the kitchen table, drinking tea and laughing and joking.
That's good. Do you know what he's laughing and joking about?
He's telling stories of things that he does, but I don't really listen.
What's it like having him around?
It's fun.
That's good.
And it makes Mum happy.
Good. Now, allow time to move forward a little bit very soon. Allow yourself now to move forward to you being 15 years old. That happens now, staying with that lifetime, 15 years old. And tell me about your 15th year now.
I'm still helping Mum. I'm helping cooking. But I'm not going to school anymore. I don't like school. I didn't like school. I don't like people.
Sorry I didn't like school. No. You don't have to go back there anymore, but just want to see if there was a name associated with this school. Allow that to come to you now. It's a name associated with the school.
No.
That's okay. No. Staying with this lifetime, knowing that school has finished, you said you didn't like people. Was there any other reason why you either left or chose to leave school?
No, people are very cruel and nasty.
I'm sorry. Was there any reason for that?
I don't know. I just think I'm different. I don't seem to make friends. I'm just different from other people.
I guess everybody's a little different to each other. Now, just before the year before, which would have been your 17th year before you started working at the garden, just allow yourself to move further forward to being 17 years old. That happens now, 17 years old. I'd like to know about your 17th year, please.
I'm working outside. I enjoy working outside.
I'm glad you enjoy working outside.
I like to be in the gardens. I like to grow things.
And you're working outside, so what are you working on now?
I help out at some of the farms. I can do some farm work. I like to look after the animals. But I like working in the vegetable gardens.
When you do work with the animals, what animals do you enjoy working with?
I look after the dogs and feed the chickens.
That's good. And I'm glad that you enjoy working with the animals and also you enjoy working with the vegetables. Allow yourself to go to a time within this lifetime when you're looking at yourself, either in a reflection in a mirror or a reflection in water or a shiny object, or could even be a window. Or the time when you see a reflection of yourself so you can describe to me how you look. That happens now. Describe to me how you look, please.
I have blondish hair. It's about down to my shoulders, but I tie it up. Tie it up out of the way. I don't have any really nice clothes. I just have the dress for special occasions. But I mainly wear working clothes.
Tell me about some of the nice special occasions that you go to at times when you do need to wear that other dress. Tell me about that.
It was a family occasion, and some of the family got together. I don't go out a lot.
Do you know what the family occasion was for?
It was a birthday dance.
That sounds nice. And whose birthday dance was it?
It was my mum's. She had some family around the house, and we had a dance.
That's nice. Now, staying with this lifetime, let's see if you're aware of an area or a street name, road name, an area of where you live, where you rest your head at night. Allow that to come to you now. Tell me about that.
It didn't. It was just a lane.
That's okay. I'd be interested to know where you live, what it looks like from the outside. So staying with this lifetime moment when you're outside, so you can describe how it looks. That reveals itself to you now.
It's just a small house in Ryde.
Small house in Ryde. That's good, and just allow yourself to be aware of it. Just for a little longer now. Now, staying with this lifetime, we move further forward in time. Further forward to you being 20. Staying with this same lifetime, Alice, this happens now. 20 years old. Tell me about your 20th year, please.
I'm still helping out at the house, the big house, in the gardens.
And what do you think of the work now? You've been there a couple of years.
I enjoy it there. As long
Good.
as the man isn't there. I don't like working with him.
I'm not surprised on what you told about him. Now, you mentioned that you were planting sweet peas and planting peas before. Sorry, peas. What are you working on now? What are you working on? You were planting peas before. What are you aware of now?
We're planting the winter veg.
And what winter veg do you plant?
Cabbages and broccolis.
Good. And where are you staying now when you're working at the house?
I still stay in the accommodation in the servants' place, but I don't stay there all the time.
I don't blame you either. Now, staying with this lifetime, let's move further forward in time. Further forward to being 30. Allow that to happen now, Alice, staying with this lifetime. 30 years old. And tell me about that, please.
I don't have any memories of 30.
Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to go to your very last year of living in this lifetime, your very last year. That happens now. Very last year. Where are you and how old are you now?
I'm 28.
And what's happening today?
I'm very poorly.
I am sorry to hear that. Do you know what the matter with you is?
I have a fever and I'm very sick.
How long have you been feeling unwell for?
A little while.
How are you spending your days just before you became unwell?
I was still working. I was making food, making bread, growing vegetables, going to the beach.
I'm glad you still had time to visit the beach. On the next count of 3 will be your final hour within this lifetime. Allow yourself to move further forward in this lifetime, Alice, to your final hour. That happens now. Your final hour. And tell me about that. What are you experiencing?
Everywhere's just quiet.
Where are you?
I'm in bed. I've not eaten for a few days. I'm just sick.
Are you in your own bed or the accommodation?
In my own bed.
On the next count of 3 will be your final 10 seconds. And as I count down from 10 to 0, 0 will be your moment of passing. You'll be able to describe to me any sensations or feelings as I count from 10 to 0. And it's okay, you could interrupt because I'm going to count quietly so you can let me know what you are seeing and experiencing. So allow it to go to your final 10 seconds now. 1, 2, 3, 10,
I'm leaving.
9,
I'm leaving with the angels.
8, 7,
The angels
6,
are helping me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0, you've just passed over now. I'm glad the angels were helping you. Let me know what you're experiencing now.
It's warm and pleasant.
That's good.
And it feels like I'm going home.
And how does it feel to feel like it's going home?
Great relief. Nothing more to worry about.
And these angels that helped you, how did they appear to you, these angels?
There were people with no faces.
I'm glad they helped you. As you're in this life between life state and place, I want you to look back over your lifetime and let me know if there's any lesson or understanding that comes to you. Allow that to come to you now. Let me know if anything comes to you, any words, thoughts, feelings about your life you've just experienced.
Not all people are kind and helpful. And some will take advantage of you.
I am sorry to hear that. And stay in this warm and pleasant place, this life between lives. Just allow yourself to be aware of the space you're in, and let me know if you're aware of anything else, or just even allowing a little bit of time, even if there is such a thing as time in this life between life moments, just to move forward a little, just so you can be aware of this space, and let me know if there's anything else you experience.
Time doesn't matter. It's warm and friendly, and all you can feel is love.
I'm glad you feel the love. Now, the lifetime you just had as being Alice, are there any further questions that you would have wanted to have answered? And just allow the knowledge and understanding to come to you in this life between lives if you had any. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
I just enjoyed being on the beach and being in nature.
Being on the beach and being in nature was important to you. And you can take those good feelings along with you to other lives if you want. Do you feel you require any healing from this experience you had? Either physically or emotionally?
No, because it's all here in this in-between.
Very good. just now allow yourself to be aware of the warmth and the happiness and the good feeling that you have now. As you just now allow that to fade away from your mind now. And with your eyes still closed and still be in this deep relaxed state, I want you to be aware of the year 2023. Being aware now of the life you have as Jane and the fun adventures that you have exploring the wonderful, fascinating world of the afterlife and paranormal. In a moment I'm going to awaken you from this nice, deep, relaxed state. And on 3 and only 3, your eyes will be open. You'll be refreshed, alert, calm, comfortable, confident, remembering everything about this session with crystal clear clarity. And there was a resistance to your family name within this lifetime. And if it's appropriate, it's right, on 3, the name will come to you of what your family name was, only if and when it's appropriate. All right, now, 1, becoming aware of yourself relaxing, being more and more aware of the year 2023. 2, small movements in your body, signalling that it be soon time to awaken. On 3, eyes open, alert, refreshed, and ready for the rest of your night. And thank you for flying Hypnotic Airways.
Oh, blimey.
How you doing?
All right.
Oh, hello, Samantha. Thank you, Samantha. This is all our in between. Be that's loving and healing. May all our I got you. May all our in betweens be that healing and loving. Now I'm going to make sure that you're okay, and once it's finished, I'll just make sure that you're feeling okay then afterwards and fully okay. You felt a connection with the Isle of Wight. Does any of that make sense to you? That life at all?
Yeah, I want to find out more. Oh my God, I feel like I've been, I don't know, like hit with a flipping, I don't know, it's like knocked me for 6 really. I feel a bit of a headache coming on, and I think I've just, I feel like I've been...
I tend to find drinking water, I'm always drinking water, but after being in hypnosis, it's always good to drink water. Jude says fascinating, quite sad at one point. Yeah, it was sad, but interesting. Patricia Middleton said at the moment of passing, the room lit up, and Amanda says, wow, that was amazing. And thank you everybody for watching. Do ask your questions now to either myself or Jane. And also, do you feel like answering questions now after having that experience? And after the live has finished, if you feel you need anything from myself, and though I know you do a lot of work on yourself being a medium and all that, but if you feel you need any other extra from me, I will most certainly give that as well.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, do get your questions coming in. Are you happy to continue for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just checking your head's okay. There was quite a nice message from Cowabunga. I'll try and see if I can go back over it. Thank you, Jane, for allowing us to share that part of your lives. Your angels are still with you.
Thank you.
Which is nice. I'm just going to go back to see. So I'm going to get this up. I don't usually see things during these regressions, but there are sparkling lights above Jane and what looks like a protective angel behind her. It's quite beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Cowabunga. Did you feel anything at the time, Jane?
um, it gave me quite a lot of strange sort of sensations, really. I think I wasn't aware of my father, and there was nothing about him being around. I couldn't
No.
say, and I think this is where the shame in the family name comes from.
Oh, okay, I can understand that.
So it's yeah, it's ooh.
Quite often when I've got a client, sometimes I'll make sure they drink water because that's always important, but then we just sit with a coffee or tea afterwards and just allow it to reflect, because some people need that. So if you kind of say, I'll understand if you say, look, I just need to, because we can on for about another 5-10 minutes, I think, because I know it's a school day for everybody tomorrow. But I just want to make sure that's okay. So if you feel like I just need to make sense of this and process it and need to finish, I'm happy to do that as well. Because the last thing I want you to do is kind of feel like you're continuing, after having that experience where you kind of feel I just need to sort of recover from that, decompress, reflect on what's happened. So that's fine as well.
I do that a lot anyway, particularly with some of the work we do up at the centre. But sometimes it's that immediate sort of time afterwards. Like you say, you need a bit of time to sort of come down and to have time to analyse and process everything that you've sort of been through. But I feel a bit weird, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Not weird in a
Well,
bad way, it's not affected me, but
yes.
it's been an experience.
Yes, absolutely. And it did seem quite. It was quite sad as well. You in that life didn't seem to be really have a huge supportive friendship around you or anything, which was a shame.
But
But you
maybe that's sort of how my spirit is, because I don't have a lot of friends now. My circle of friends is very, very small. I have a lot of sort of friends out in the paranormal, but as for close personal sort of best friends and stuff like that, I don't sort of have those, and I never have done really. I've never been one to join cliques and gangs and all that sort of stuff. I've always sort of been on my own, sort of on the outside, and I do spend a lot of time on my own. But I do. My circle of friends is very, very small.
I think that's people that have a small circle of friends. It's a good deep connection you have with those small circle of friends, and also as well when you kind of allow yourself to be a good sort of friendly person to be around with lots of people as well. Particularly when I've seen you at the centre or when I've been to Parameet, that's certainly come through. I've got this here, which has just popped up from Amanda. My family come from East Cowes, Isle of Wight, and my father's father was a blacksmith at Osborne House. Really interesting. Would love to know more about that, Amanda, and thank you. So Jude Harris says, thank you, Paul and Jane. Resonated totally, so I get it. Thank you for sharing that. But it seemed, that you particularly enjoyed nature. Do you still enjoy nature in this life now?
Yeah, I do. I very much, I walk every day, walk in the woods, walk out and, I do some work with the fairies and fae and stuff. So I'm always going out and walking in the woods and being out in the great outdoors and stuff. And particularly when I go to the Isle of Wight, I just love going to the beach and just being there. I could just, we take the caravan as such, but I'm quite happy to just sit in a field in the middle of nowhere on the Isle of Wight, and I feel like I'm at home.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you get that feeling, that connection to it, and it's nice when you get that feeling sometimes that you're at home. Being on the beach, did you recognise any of the beaches from that life to this life at all?
Sitting there on the beach, one of the things that I just that sort of was such a deep memory was just sitting there looking out to sea as far as the eye can see. You're just looking out at that vast expanse, and you just realise what a wonderful place the world really is. It's just sometimes that people spoil it.
Yes, unfortunately, people do. Yeah. Cowabunga says, Jane, that's male presence behind you. Since halfway through, your regression seems to be protective presence, but a bit loose. So, thank you for sharing that, Cowabunga. Sharkin.
Shine. Yeah.
Oh right, yes,
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, I have been there, and I've had some time there with the faith.
Excellent. Well, if I visit, I'll certainly spend a bit of time there. It sounds really good. So in the last 5 minutes that we're live here, do get your question. Is there anything else you want to add to that experience? And we'll also put out another mention for the centre, your work, and Parameet as well, because I always like to top and tail it with the work that people do here.
Well, I'm just grateful for the opportunity of what we've done. So thank you, Paul, for having me on your show.
Thank you, Jane.
Thank you to everybody for your nice comments and for staying with us and watching it through. And other stuff coming up. We've got a Demon Connection special on the 29th of October at the Paranormal Research Centre. And there's lots of other things coming up as well, so you can keep an eye on the website, which is hauntedresearchcentre.com. I think Neil will probably slap me if I've got it wrong, but
if it's wrong, I'll put it in the description, but I'm sure it's right.
So there's lots of stuff coming up. You can start buying your tickets now for the Parameets. All the venues are now booked, so all the dates are there. So, and there is a special. If you go to all three, you can get tickets for £50 to enter all three events. So it's just a case of just looking at the website and just seeing what's going on, because there's always lots of good stuff, and there's lots of events. There's a teenage ghost hunt going on. There's lots of ghost hunts going on in the centre, which are our own events. So yeah, have a look and see what you fancy.
Absolutely. And what I will do as well, now all the dates have been confirmed, I'll then put it back in to the description of this video, so that when people watch back, they can click and see where each of the hotels are. A link to the hotels as well will be useful if anybody wants to book, and the dates of when it's happening, everything like that would be good. Got a question here quickly from Amanda. Jane, have you ever been to, oh god, how do you spell that? Applegate House in the Isle of Wight. Is worth visiting, especially for paranormal. Have you been there at all?
I haven't been there, but it is on my bucket list.
Excellent.
The whole place just absolutely fascinates me. From the smuggling to walking over the White Cliffs to the, all the history that surrounds it. All the shipwrecks around the coast and everything. I just love it.
Perfect. Just get this up as well. Amanda, Paul, you should visit the Isle of Wight. It's a real hidden gem. Yes, I really should do that. Oh, okay. Let's see this one here. Just quickly, Lorna. I'm not getting notifications. Is everyone else? So this is on YouTube. So just make sure you've got not only the little bell clicked, but also the notification to all of them. Because if you've got the notification, not just the bell click, but because you can click like selected, occasional, like all, it's the one you usually tick, or if you go higher up, there's a selection for all notifications. So if you make sure that's clicked, I hope that you get that notification to all of them, and thank you. And Cowabunga says, thanks again and enjoyed a wonderful evening. Thank you, Cowabunga. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We'll get all the wonderful things that are happening up in the description. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much to Jane for being a part of this. I'm going to end the stream. You right to just stay for 5 minutes afterwards, just to make sure you're okay? No. Excellent. Thank you everybody. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your evening.